Hello everyone and welcome to the third and final round here in Norway, the 2023 PCS Open presented by Innova. We've got BigBarri commentary. It's going to be an awesome round, Paul.
Yes, sir, it will be. We got a lot of stuff coming out your way, including some good disc golfers, a Viking, as you can see right there.
A little introduction into Valhalla. But the Jomez Euro trip continues at the European Open. Don't miss next day coverage on Disc Golf Network and catch the YouTube release on August 8th. It's awesome that Jomez is finally over here in Europe and we are covering some incredible golf on an incredible course here at Øverås Diskgolfpark here in Øverås, Norway. Par 62, and it is a very challenging par 62.
It is. I heard it's one of the harder back nines we play all year, honestly. I heard it was the most difficult back nines we play all year, but
wow,
you can see you can see these statistics right here. A lot of interesting stuff right there. UDISC, make sure you go check that out if you like playing courses.
I think they probably do. James Proctor has enjoyed playing this course so far this week. C1 in regulation, he's doing that often. He's parked a whole bunch. It's gonna make things easy, but his putting game has also been superb. That's why he is here on top. Calvin Heimburg hasn't missed the C1X putt all week, and he's getting it done. He's given himself plenty of opportunities. He's putting for birdie on 3/4 of the holes he's played thus far. But you gotta watch out for McBeth as always. He's been on a tear lately, 2 straight wins in Europe. Since that one disappointing finish in Estonia, he's been playing pretty well, getting ready for the major next week.
Yeah, trending Paul McBeth is always scary. Aaron Gossage, man, we haven't seen him on the lead card in a few tournaments since he really broke out in the middle of the year. It seemed like he was on there all the time, but he's doing it with scrambling right there. So he's getting around the course pretty well, out of some tricky spots.
It's cool to see him on this style course because typically where we've seen Aaron Gossage really break out has been on the golf course style. This is much more of a park style type course. It seems very gettable. The course is right there in front of you. The trickiness comes in a lot of the greens. The wind has been tricky all week.
Infinite discs, clash discs, thought space athletics. Please welcome to team Mr. James Proctor.
Yeah, you were talking about the wind. It's been coming out of every direction every day.
It's
switched
changed every day.
Every single day, which is I kind of like, especially for this style of course.
Keeps you honest, makes you react, obviously, and James Proctor has been showing off big forehands all week. This hole is basically just a big forehand, and that's what he's thrown here. This looks wonderful. Oh, give him some cushion action right there with a park job.
Yeah, go to sleep right on that pillow. Let's check out that follow flight. Get comfy, disc, because you're going to sleep.
And the good forehands on this hole come from the power players that give it height. It's so easy to go out of bounds left and long. Give it a little bit of height, kind of match the ceiling of the mountains in the background.
Florida, team Innova, please welcome to team Mr. Calvin Heimburg.
Tied for first place, Calvin Heimburg. Such a threat. So consistent. And there's that height.
Pretty similar line, if you ask me, maybe a little right of where Proctor was.
Yeah, just a little shorter. A little bit of a tester putt from about 26 to 28 feet.
California, team disc wrap, 6-time world champion. Please welcome to the team Mr. Paul McBeth.
Just a couple strokes back, Paul McBeth on lead card. Final round, a place that he is obviously incredibly comfortable with.
A little bit lower, more driven. I think it's going to be pretty similar, though.
Yeah, we saw him do that in, I believe, the second round. He skipped OB long, this time with different wind. Plays that one perfectly, just outside bullseye, maybe just inside.
Junction, Colorado, team disc wrap. Please welcome to the team, Mr. Aaron Gossage.
For back of the leaders, Aaron's going to have to start off hot out the gate. He wants to catch Proctor and Calvin, who are playing so well.
That seems like a perfect hole for him with his power. He's probably going to take that higher line, but he doesn't. A little lower like McBeth. This could skip in, I think.
Yeah, these are all great tee shots here.
Easy peasy.
And Aaron Gossage has the course record, I believe, at 10 under.
Yes, he does.
To get here on lead card. And Calvin, the bugaboo for him, a little bit low. His first miss inside the circle all tournament. And while these guys are tapping out their short birdie putts, I just want to give a quick shout out to another world champion who was there standing with these guys on the tee. One, Mr. Avery Jenkins, a guy who's been coming to this event since 2016. Unfortunately, he had to drop out of his very first tournament of his entire career due to a sore elbow. Trying to preserve for the major next week, but also just coming out here to appreciate good disc golf.
No better place to come, honestly. I mean, this is the most beautiful country I've seen in all my travels.
It's
without
stunning.
a doubt.
It's
Yeah.
absolutely stunning. I mean, you come for the good disc golf. You can come for the world's largest basket over to the left side of your screen. But you should come for the people and come for the scenery of what Norway has to offer. An hour drive away is Trollstigen, which is the most beautiful place you've ever seen in your entire life.
We are not going to that big basket.
Funny story, I kind of hate calling him out as James Proctor throws a beautiful line here, but I got to do it. Kevin Jones on my card, round 2, aced the big basket, and it saved him from going out of bounds left.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
It was really funny. We weren't laughing on the outside, I'll put it that way. McBeth, beautiful park job. The safe hyzer seems to be the predominant play here.
Yeah. I like this hole a lot. I think it keeps you honest with a nice straight shot. I am surprised that that little pond is safe, though. I am. I think that would add a lot to it, make people play
you
a little
think.
short. Yeah, but
So
it's
Aaron
okay.
does go in that pond, and the way this hole is played with shots that go in the pond is it's casual relief, but you take it as if you went out of bounds. So where you cross over into the pond is where you'll play from. Calvin a little bit overturned with his drive, but I think he's going to be, right there outside the circle. Well, making the adjustment, missing it high this time, but right on the center. He's going to be losing a lot of strokes early here to Proctor, McBeth, and probably Gossage.
Yeah, really, when you want to, on this course, you really want to get going on the first two. They're the gimmies, kind of. If you can get 1 and 2, kind of really calms you down in the next few holes. And really 3.
Oh,
3
wow.
is...
So they're saying that Gossage maybe hit the wall on that side and went back in bounds. That's actually a difference of at least 25 feet. That's probably what it did, but if he did cross in and didn't touch that side, then he would be playing that from the wrong spot. But I think they probably had a good hold of that one.
Sure.
But yeah, I think in the first 6, I think you're looking to be somewhere in the 4 down territory if you're looking to win this tournament.
Sure.
And it's funny to say that because we're looking to shoot 4 or 5 under per 9, as we said in round 2. But I think the first 6 are the holes where you get that low score started.
Yeah, this one's a par 3, 361. Doesn't play that far because it's definitely downhill quite a bit here. You do have out of bounds left and deep. These guys are probably going to be playing the stall high or the high spike hyzer.
Yeah, I think they're going to play the spike hyzer.
Over the trees on the right. Maybe Gossage might go with the sidearm up the middle.
It plays really well with the hillside, but these guys have just been throwing lawn darts on this hole.
Yeah, I like
Proctor
this
a little
play.
high, coming up a little short. But yeah, the play is with that overstable distance driver because it's just spiking right into that soft Norway soil.
This is better. Is it flipping up though? Did flip up a bit.
Okay, and little help from the rock to help prevent it from going out of bounds. You can see how quick it is. If you get away from that hyzer line, if you're not precise, you can go out of bounds. And look at that. Gossage is indeed going forehand, overturning it just a bit. Those trees on the left side keep you honest the whole way, but he's going to have a C2 putt.
It might be just in the circle, really.
Okay.
I was over there, yeah, it might be just in the circle.
Okay.
But it borders it, you're 100% right. It's going to play like outside the circle without a doubt because how uphill it is from that spot.
Yeah, that's right. Proctor up first here. And look at that. Finally doesn't put one close, but drills the C2 putt anyways. Dream start here for Proctor. Perfect. Yeah, looks like you're right there, just inside the circle. Uphill straddle, and Gossage is off left. And McBeth keeps the nose up, and that one goes in.
Yeah, it looked a little low, huh, coming up there, but
Yep.
it just like kind of hung on.
He just has enough trust with his disc that even if it is low, it just has enough of that forward momentum. And Calvin needs to make this one to get things going. And that's right in the center.
Yeah. I have a hard time with uphill putts because I have more of a nose up putt. And so it's like tough to judge uphill, you know? I wish I had that like zinginess like McBeth does.
If there was only some place where you could practice uphill and downhill putts.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there are spots. Look at this.
Yeah, look, it's just
Just
perfect, really.
buttery. Yeah.
Proctor opening up a 2-shot lead through the first 3 holes. You know what, after you guys are done watching this round, it might be time to revisit some coverage from last year's event. The battle between McMahon and McBeth was maybe one of the best major finishes, just all the way through, all 4 rounds. They were neck and neck. It was just clearly a 2-horse race, really from round 2 on, it seemed like.
Yeah.
It's something to watch. As we get ready for the European Open next week, we're all so excited. The Beast is one of those special courses, just makes you feel like you're a true pro playing in a true pro event.
I 100% agree. Here's Proctor throwing slight hyzer.
And he's been going left side flippy and having it turn into the gap. And this time he just goes straight right side. That comes up way short, but it stays inbounds.
Yeah, I think the course starts here. This is where you got to be precise with your shots all the way through.
Yep.
I don't think there's very many holes after this where it really...
And McBeth going long, beautiful shot, but just unable to keep the pace down. That one skip cost him another 25 to 30 feet.
Yeah, this hole is actually downhill a bit, and I think
Okay.
that's kind of like the tricky part about it because you have to get over that little ridge. And if you do have the height with the low ceiling and it's downhill, you're going deep. Like, it's so hard to have it. You really want to hit that hill, skip it up to negate the speed.
I think it was, didn't we see a star frame on this hole in round 2?
Yeah.
It's just crazy. Like you just, this is the typical spread of tee shots that you see on hole 4. When everyone just parked it, it just didn't seem realistic. Proctor just pitching that one up. Does Aaron get aggressive? He does.
Oh, wow. Oh, no.
And it gets away from him. Happens quickly on the screen. He's going to have to make a long putt to save the par. That's the putt that we saw Calvin making a lot of in round 1. Start off with that hot 9 under. Just a little bit off the mark that time.
All of them kind of
Yeah.
airmailing it a bit.
So star frame to no birdies, and if Gossage doesn't make this one, it's going to be worse.
Yeah, and I don't think Calvin really sat very easy either.
Oh, wow. He went way deep, airballing the comeback putt for par. You're right. Calvin still has some work to do as well. And that was woefully low. Wow. This is gut check time for Calvin. 3 missed putts already if you don't include the long C2 effort. So, I mean, technically he's missed 4 putts in the first 4 holes.
Yeah. And this isn't a gimme. Little 18-footer after you just saw everybody airball everywhere.
Yeah, no doubt.
Including yourself.
Okay, left side low.
And this ain't a gimme. This is outside the bullseye.
No, these little shorties get nervy once you are, okay.
Yeah, just out. It's funny because now that we have the bullseye, you can really gauge your comfort zone from there on out. And that one step out isn't a gimme. Like anything
trust
right
me,
around
I'm
there.
very familiar with one step outside the circles, not going
Bullseye, yeah.
Yeah, one step outside the bullseye, yes. Not outside the circle one. Well, that's a whole different animal. Proctor's 2-stroke lead is now over just McBeth as Calvin drops down to a tie with Eagle McMahon, who's playing well. And you talked about the course starting on 4, and it just continues here on 5.
Yeah, par 3, 325. Little gap you got to hit, and then this is a pond that's out of bounds, obviously. And you see a lot of people throw it a little low and hit that and go out of bounds.
So many people at that wall. It is.
It's a low
You think that
ceiling,
you're already past it, and you're not. It just goes into that pond so often.
So,
see, this looks good.
It's perfect.
I think it's perfect, but it's that barely clears. Like out of your hand, you're thinking, what could possibly go wrong here? This looks great. It's good. Had a great caddy-player relationship with Ella Hansen all week. They switch back and forth for one another. Proctor likes getting out on the course early in the morning.
I'm
as
wondering
McBeth
is that
parked
a
it.
mid-range or a fairway? I have no idea.
I want to say it's a mid-range.
It looked like it fought like a fairway, though. I'm just
You could be
curious.
right. You're the team captain.
I can't tell him. I can tell him some things, but I can't tell him what to throw or when to throw it. Just the brand.
Calvin goes long. We haven't seen really anyone go past that wall. But we are disc golf. The whole design, the whole branding of it is just fantastic. I don't know if there's a picture of the poster anywhere, but it's just incredible stuff.
And now Proctor's parked, McBeth parked.
Yeah.
But the two people who are struggling with the putter
Are farthest away.
Yeah.
Oh, Calvin Heimburg just going from not missing the first 2 rounds to 5 missed putts in the first 5 holes. Wow, you called it. Good foreshadowing.
Well,
or bad foreshadowing, depending on how you're looking at it.
Well, I mean, we've all been there. And when the putter's not working on this hole in particular, like if you're feeling any nerves, any miss can go out of bounds from any angle. So it's kind of a terrifying hole to putt on.
That basket might as well be the size of a teacup right now for Calvin. And I want to say Gossage as well, but yeah, I mean, he did miss putts on 3, 2 on 4, and now 1 on 5. So yeah, I guess both of them having some struggles right now. So Proctor and McBeth matching stroke for stroke here in the first 5 holes. Now we climb onto the building and we throw down from the gates of Valhalla. This is a short hole. It feels like a gimme. It's right there. Throw a putter, try to hit the ground right past these rocks, get about a 35 feet slide from your disc, and call it a day, move on to hole 7. But something about it just causes people to be a little nervy when they're standing here on this tee. Fortunately, the wind is down.
Yeah,
this one's low and short, but gets past the gates.
Good shot. Anything through, you're happy. You obviously want to park it, but it's definitely easy to miss, like you said.
Oh, McBeth pulls it, but it's overstable, gets through the gates, and he ends up inside bullseye.
Wow, I didn't think it.
I didn't like it.
Yeah.
I didn't like it.
I love this, though. Skip in.
Look at that trust from Calvin going deep. And you don't want to see it go past that wall. Just visually, it kind of messes with you a little bit. But he's just about 25 feet away. Good chance for Calvin to get some putting momentum back on his side.
And there's a little bullseye. He ain't missing that one, I don't think.
He ain't missing that one. James, a little high. Good trust of the disc.
I felt like he made it, too.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's the kind of miss you're okay with. Oh my goodness, Calvin Heimburg just cannot find it right now. This is tough to watch, actually. And you know what's crazy? He can do this and still be in third place. I mean, who else can you say they missed 6 putts in the first 6 holes and they're still technically in the tournament?
Oh, anybody on this card right now?
Yeah, that's about it. I mean, that's just, I mean, it's a testament to how great he is, but also how unreliable that putter can be sometimes. He's only 4 back of the lead,
Yeah.
but he started off the round tied.
Yeah, he makes half his putts, and he's right there.
Yeah, sure.
That's disc golf, though. Pretty much in a nutshell. A lot of people think that it's make all your putts and throw perfect and all this stuff, but it's a scoring game. And these guys are really great at scrapping in scores, and I bet you by the end of the round he will have figured a way to score.
He's still going to shoot 10 under.
Right.
I don't know how, but
you know what I mean?
yeah, of
That's
course.
what they're good at is
They'll figure it out.
Yeah.
He just hasn't figured it out yet. McBeth has been figuring it out, though. He's 5 down through the first 6. This hyzer is looking left. This could be in danger of going out of bounds. It's going to need to put the brakes on quick. And boy, I think he did.
Wow.
I think I was in the same exact spot, and I had so much anxiety as that thing was going down the fairway. It's just that out of bounds comes in quick, and it also slopes down towards the OB in that last 5 meters. Makes it easier for your disc to find that restricted area.
This one needs to get down for sure.
And Aaron has found OB.
Yeah.
Proctor's got a fast disc in hand. And a full rip there. Look at that thing flipping up. This is gorgeous.
I love that play, yeah. I think the fast...
Oh my goodness, what a shot. Hitting the PDGA Europe sign. He's going to have a jump putt. Oh my gosh.
Ew.
What?
Yeah, I think that's the play here is the fast disc for sure. It looked like Aaron might have been laying up a little short. I think he's playing the spike hyzer over.
Yeah.
Well, McBeth just got a little early with it, but this looks great as well.
Yeah, Calvin's also gone fast speed.
Yeah, that's...
Skip and no! That is going to be close.
Really? Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
the spotter has gone over to confirm that it indeed has just barely crept OB. Too good of a drive for Calvin. I mean, that's like inches away from the second best drive you'll ever see next to the Proctors.
This needs to sit. There is OB in that pond right there, and a lot of trees that hit those discs right there push it into the pond.
And McBeth just a straight shot from how far he ended up making it, and that is very well thrown. He's going to get to 6 under now through 7. This is the start that McBeth needed.
I'm wondering if Proctor misses those, if he would have found the OB, if he missed the PDGA sign. I don't know how close it is over there to the left.
Wow.
Oh, no.
Calvin, the last thing he needed to do was throw an errant approach like that. Now he's got to make a putt to save the par. Meanwhile, Proctor is putting for eagle.
He goes, ah.
Yeah, I mean,
Bird.
a decent line. That's a 1 out of every 20, if you're good.
I feel like there's levels to this course as far as difficulty. And it goes really easy, pretty tricky, and then really easy for, especially this hole. And that's just about it.
Calvin.
But moving on to 8, it gets really tough again, like really tough for like 4 holes. Then it eases out a little bit, and then the last 3 are just super difficult as well. Well, 17 is pretty easy, but
Yeah,
it's like it takes you on this journey of up and down and up and down, and
you have to take care of business on the easy ones, but then like know how to draw yourself back a little bit, because when you get to hole 12, you know that double bogey is in play.
Yeah.
Even if you play the hole well. Birdies for McBeth and Proctor.
And I say this is easy. They take 2 bogeys, but I'm telling you guys, they shouldn't be taking bogeys. This is one of the easier
7
holes.
is one that, you got. It's right there in the middle of difficulty. A lot of holes coming out right around that par range.
I believe we saw star frame on this before, though.
Sure, yeah. Calvin, who would have thought through 7 holes, the easiest 7 hole stretch on the course, 1 over par? Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Hole 8, 525-foot par 4. Make it to this corner. Slightly bend to the right. Elevated basket. Averages just over par. A bad tee shot and you're scrambling the whole way. McBeth does not throw a bad shot, but I don't know if it's long enough. Yes, it is. Just enough ground play.
I like this play here. I think a lot of people figured out that you don't have to make the corner. You can even hyzer left. Just hit the gap, hyzer left. Like we'll see, he's turning it. And see, I don't really like that decision, because going left, I saw, who did I play with? I played with Matty O, and he just threw a straight hyzer over there.
Yep.
And he ended up getting up and down. Now for like Gossage, who has just a monster sidearm.
This is just a
world class.
World class forehand can get you to jump putt range. I wouldn't be surprised to see Gossage jump putt from there. If nothing, he'll just do a standstill putter approach.
Yeah.
And Calvin changes the game plan. We've seen him go backhand on this hole. He decides to go forehand. And even though he hits a tree, he's still in birdie range. He can definitely get up and down from there.
Yeah, you might see them go over the top even. Saw a lot of people doing that.
And James, that's not going to work.
Yeah.
Calvin's got the Toro out, going flex on the inside. Not high enough to get all the way up there. That's
60-footer?
Pretty low ceiling. That shot maybe required something faster.
Yeah, here's that over-the-top play I saw a lot of people doing.
Wow. Oh, wow. Worked out to perfection. It's like he knew where that tiny little gap in the backside of that row of trees was, and he hit it perfectly.
That's a 30-footer, though.
Aaron going standstill putter. And look at this. Oh. What an eagle that would have been.
Tricky upshot here for Proctor. He's going with the... Oh, what a kick. Good save, honestly. Other side of that tree, and he's taking bogey.
Calvin from deep. Of course. Of course that one goes in.
I'm telling you, these guys know how to score. It's really a sight to see. They can be playing horrible, and they just figure out a way to shoot, a 10-30, 10-40 rated round on their bad ones.
Bad days, 10-30.
Yeah.
Yep. And McBeth true on the right side.
And he's the king of scoring. Like he will figure out a way to scrap out some kind of crazy score.
Oh, Aaron Gossage, you just cannot miss the birdie after that drive. That is going to sting with all the other missed putts in the front nine. We've seen some surprisingly poor play from half of this card so far in the front nine. Really taking themselves out of it. Aaron Gossage needed a hot start and has got the exact opposite. Meanwhile, McBeth is out there just birdieing everything. He is now tied with Proctor at the top at 23, and they have a 5-stroke separation between them.
It's so
Eagle
crazy.
and Calvin.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Calvin's still in third.
Go
figure.
I know. It's like, it's amazing and it's frustrating, like how when he's playing his worst is it still so much better.
You see those shields going down the fairway? Take a little rewind and check those out because they get blown up by disc because this hole is tight.
Yeah.
It is a tight hole.
Yep. See McBeth throw some nice turnovers on this hole. This
Again.
line looks good, but a little low.
Yeah.
Getting through, he's going to have a putt.
Yeah, that's tricky over there. I can't tell if it's in the circle outside.
It's so
the
hard to
circle.
tell, yeah. I think Calvin's finally get the right trust with this disc, the way it's been turning this week.
Oh my God.
Almost hitting the pole there.
He needs that to slow down.
The last thing Calvin wants right now is another 30-footer. Proctor, so much trust there with that late turn.
That's a great shot.
That is,
Proctor's just a brute.
he
With
is,
the disc.
man.
He just torques that disc.
He manhandles the
Yeah, he
disc.
does.
And Gossage, surprising to see him not go forehand here. I think he does like going overstable forehand, and maybe this requires a little bit more of a straight shot, but now he's left with a very tricky scramble.
Oh my gosh, that's good. That is so good. From
Just
there.
using every inch of the right side of the fairway as that bends down. You'll have a short putt for the par.
And yeah, see, he's 45 feet. I wasn't sure if he was in the circle, outside the circle.
So hard to say.
All right, he just made an 80-footer.
Oh yeah, he knew it out of his hand. Didn't have to watch it.
He's not shooting no 9 holes over par.
Nope, getting back to 1 under. McBeth for par.
Proctor can retake the lead with a little make here. Oh, yeah.
Made that hole look so easy. At no point was that disc really in any danger. And a great par save for Aaron. And that's going to wrap up the front 9. We have got 9 holes left as 2 players have separated themselves from the field. Calvin Heimburg only 4 back of McBeth right now, 5 back of the lead. It would take a near miracle for him to come back and try to claim the winner's circle, but he is still definitely in striking distance for another podium finish. It's a tight event other than the top 2.
Let's get back to that back then. See what goes on.
Let's do it.